So, okay, so when I met you, we were doing, I came, well, I had come to the North River Arts, Festival of the Arts for 1 year,
Oh,
and
right.
I don't even know if I was a member yet. I think I might have just been there, and, I knew Sally, and she was, like, looking for people to I need more people for, like,
Oh,
the big
yeah.
puppets, and I jumped in, I wore the butterfly
Yes, that's
puppet,
right.
which is
That's
so
right.
cool, and that was the year you were debuting the
Yeah,
Dollaly
Dolly.
Llama. And I
Yeah.
seriously thought, I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I thought you had, like, been hired to come in with this,
Oh
you
my
know, like,
god, that's
when
so
I found
funny.
out that you're actually
Wow.
just an artist in this
Yeah,
community, I
yeah.
couldn't believe it. I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh my
wow.
gosh, we're so
It's so
lucky." I mean,
flattering.
it's an unbelievable sculpture, the Dalai
Yeah,
Lama. I'll post a picture. So if anyone's
yeah.
just listening to this, you guys really, I say this every episode, people need to watch. This is an arts
Yeah.
podcast, okay?
Right, right.
It's on YouTube. You can watch on Spotify, but I'll post pictures. But this giant, beautiful llama sculpture, where basically the base of the neck is sitting on your shoulders.
Well, it's actually the the neck is really up high. It's like I'm like at her chest.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're
yeah,
in her chest, so her
yeah.
her shoulders are up above
Yeah.
you even.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my gosh,
exactly.
she's huge.
Yeah, she's huge. I have her on a backpack with these bamboo poles, and so yeah, she was like 12 feet tall or something like that. Yeah, it's cute.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, the structure. So after I was a part of that, I noticed the next year when you and Sally put out a call saying
Yeah.
at North River Art Society, you were gonna be doing a workshop, anyone could come, and you were gonna
Yeah.
teach people how to do giant puppets. You did a workshop over the weekend for children,
Yeah.
and then the adult one. So I came to the adult one, and you guys had some really great, tutorial books from, Bread and Puppet,
Oh, yeah,
had
yeah.
some printouts.
Sally had been well, she'd been running the puppet thing for years, and, yeah, she had the materials from there, like a little
So
booklet.
great.
It's cute. It's all like stick figures and like handwritten,
And when you
like
see it,
yeah.
it's just like it makes sense. Like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, it's like a zine."
Right. It
It's like a
is.
puppet
Yes.
making zine.
Totally.
Really cool. I remember when I was at, Mass Art as a student, sometimes the bread and puppet people would come there and just be
All
like,
right.
I don't know, just like hanging out on the sidewalk with their things, like almost like recruiting.
Right. Oh my god,
Not
that's so
recruiting
funny.
necessarily, but just being
Right.
like, "Hello, art
Right.
students, we exist.
Yeah,
This is
right.
a thing. You
Like,
can
I know. Like,
really
you
get
can
into
do this.
puppets."
Yeah, you can have fun with bread and puppets. I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
So that was in that class, you and Sally were co-teaching that workshop. Was that sort of your introduction to teaching? Because now I've taught with you a few
I
times.
know. Yeah, that was definitely like the first time my exposure. I mean, I taught like a needle felting class at Stacy's Stitches, the yarn shop in North Situate Square.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was like my very first teaching gig. And I liked it. But I was like trying to let go of the needle felting then.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's like it's sort of like um teaching can be, I don't think I'm like a teacher by nature, I don't know, but it's so much fun, like, and North River, I just love their, community, and it just, you're, like, there with friends. It feels like just friends making stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice feeling, and you just connect with, it's just nice to connect with other people through making a thing together.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so
It was so nice at that workshop because there were people, of all different ages. There was even a high school student in ours. She was the
yeah,
one that did that dragon.
yeah, amazing dragon. Oh my
Amazing.
gosh.
So
Yeah,
a full range of, ages, of artists, and again, I guess thinking about, like, how nice it is to have friends who are in different stages of parenting, even just in the art career, just having people talk about how, "Oh, yeah, I've been scavenging. My husband thinks I'm crazy collecting all the paper towel rolls,
yeah,
but, like, I have a
exactly.
vision."
Yeah.
And just
Oh,
being like, "Oh
totally.
my gosh, I'm not the only crazy art
Yes.
lady."
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
just, like,
Yes.
loving the crazy art lady identity
Oh my
and
god.
always having looked up to women like that, and now
Yeah.
being in a room where, like,
I
I
know.
am among peers, like, we're all
Exactly.
crazy art
Oh my
ladies,
gosh.
And
Yeah, that's so
earlier,
true.
you had referred to it as almost like a neighborhood vibe at North River
Yeah.
Art Society, and it's
Yeah.
in this beautiful neighborhood, first of
Yes.
all,
Yeah.
with lovely
Marshfield Hills.
neighbors
Yeah.
in Marshfield Hills, yeah, right near the general store, and
Yeah.
beautiful space,
So
but it
cute.
really does feel like you're just hanging out with art neighbors, and
Yeah.
no one, it's like
And they're
you,
incredibly talented,
yeah.
artists and, like, amazing art educators that,
Hmm.
have been there 20 years, amazing. So you have access to all of their, like, collective knowledge, and
Hmm.
yeah, it's just great.
And then just having people come in who just maybe don't even have teaching experience, but have
Right.
an area of an expertise.
Yes.
Like I did the what was it called? Like stitching, painting, painting with stitch. I don't know. It was Olivia Harvey's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
embroidery class, but it
Oh,
was called
cool.
like it was something about, like, free form
Yeah,
embroidery. The
yeah.
paint was in the title
Right,
somewhere
right.
there. But
That's
anyway, it was
so
basically,
fun.
like, kinda like creating free form paintings, but
Yeah.
using stitches. So I went, amazing. She had, like, a PowerPoint. She had beautiful examples. She was so prepared, had everything for us, beautiful materials list. A couple classes in, we found out that was the first class she taught.
Oh my
We're just
gosh.
like, "Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?" But that's her area of expertise.
Right.
She's been doing it forever, so she can
Yeah.
just come in and just be like,
Right.
well, this is what I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? Like, this
I
is how
know.
I learned it. I don't know everything.
Right.
Like, let's try this. Let's try this.
And that's yeah, and that's all it is. I used to be like well, I get nervous,
Mhm.
about stuff, but it is like it's so funny that, like, when you start sharing about your process, it just feels so natural and,
Right.
like, um, there's no like, I don't feel any anxiety from it's just, like, it's so fun to share, like, the experiments you did to
Yeah.
get to where you are, and, like, people are, like, really genuinely like, "Oh, so how do you get this, like, this bird leg to look like that?" Like, I just
Mhm.
love, like, when people are so, like, invested, it's just
Yeah.
nice.
And it's like, yeah, there's always more to learn and always more to develop no matter what your craft is.
Yeah.
But people who are just starting,
Yeah.
they still have a long way to catch up to where you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
So, usually you have an answer, and if not, oftentimes the answer is, let's look it up together.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
let's just
exactly.
figure it
Let's just
out.
figure it out. Yeah, it's all problem solving, like,
Yeah.
together, and that's, like Sally and I had so much fun, like, prepping for the puppet classes because we
Mhm.
figure out, like, the prototypes, and, she inevitably makes a mini prototype of whatever we're doing, like,
Cool.
while she's driving in the car, like, on a trip or something, she'll be like, "Well, I made a prototype of" Yeah, it's so crazy.
Oh,